Hello, and welcome to the Wastelands, where everyone's a little mad and crazy is thinking the story's over because you've reached the end. Last time we completely finished the main campaign of Dragon Age Inquisition, and we've learned a couple of things like Solus is the Dread Wolf, which probably means that he is going to play an important role in what's to come. We've also learned a few other things. I'm not going to go in too much for spoilers in case you haven't seen it. But the main game is done. I am excited to see where Dreadwolf is going to take it, but right now the Inquisition still has cleaning up to do. So that is exactly what I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to finish up the DLC. Now the first No teats, we are not going to start up the hinterlands. New Game Plus. We are actually gonna go to the frostback basin to continue a quest I started, not realizing that it was DLC. So we are going to look for the leader of the original Inquisition, or at least his remains, because that was 1,000 years ago or some such. I also have Gato, although she is barely visible. Regretfully, she no longer sleeps on her cushion, which makes it so that you guys can't see her. And apparently this is actually Dragon Age loading screens. Excuse me. The music is pleasant to listen to. So one of the first things I should do is probably talk to everyone. I am curious if because technically Solus left the Inquisition after the main game. So, Eliana, Dorian, no Solus. Oh, interesting.
so good to see you.
Nothing?
It's so good to see you.
Okay. Let me see if I can talk to anyone else.
I feel a little nervous having the woman who commanded our spies on the Sunburst throne. Like if anybody recites the chant wrong, she'll have them shivved. I'm probably overreacting. But yeah, if you want to go out and find some trouble, I'm up for it. Still here. You need me for something?
So I don't really have options to talk to them anymore. Interesting.
If you require any assistance.
The Conclave made an interesting choice in Leliana, inspired by something, no doubt. I would find the proceedings entertaining were it not going to create a mess I'll have to clean up.
Oh, don't worry. She's going to do a much better job than you ever could. Because you don't actually care about the mages. All you want to maintain is the status quo of your power. You don't fool me, Vivian.
A divine with enough spies to know how often you piss. It will be difficult to return to Tevinter after all this. I have a good friend here. You don't find those just lying about. Such is my lot. Just a little longer then.
Curious what Liliana says.
Liliana responded the Inquisition investigates all its members.
I've been many things. Bard, sister, left hand. And always because someone needed something from me. But I realize now that I am all these things. And yet, not defined by any one. I am now Divine Victoria. But to my friends, to you, I will always be just Liliana.
My army's here if you need it. I'll miss you.
Skyhold will feel empty without you.
Val Royeaux is not so far away, and I can always use advice from the Herald of Andraste. Not to worry. I'll be here for some time yet. There are still things to put in order before I leave.
When will you leave
Are
us?
you still my spy master? When will you need to leave?
The Grand Clerics would love to bury me in ceremony while they prepare for my coronation. But there is so much unfinished here. A new spy master to appoint. And perhaps I'm not quite ready yet. When the time is right, I shall go to the Grand Cathedral for good. They can't know what they're in for.
I wish you all the best, Liliana.
Well, let's just go talk with everyone one more time. I assume Morgan is also gone for now.
Liliana is to be divine. It will be strange to see her go. Given her plans for the Chantry, the months to come will be interesting.
Oh my god, Teets. I hate how brilliant that is. That's a good one.
Your worship.
News from Thedas. Corypheus dead, Inquisition victorious. Let us celebrate. In a climactic battle beneath the torn sky, the Inquisitor achieved victory over the enemy, the Darkspawn Magister called Corypheus. This triumph cements the Inquisition's power within Thedas. The Inquisition, led by its Inquisitor, will direct the world's course in the days to come I, for one, am eager to see where he will take us. For now, Thetis is safe. Tomorrow, however, is another story. Crier Balanas. Let me go talk to Blackwall.
There you are. I heard about the new Divine. I have to say, I wasn't surprised the Spy Master was chosen. She's quite a driven woman. I'm eager to see what she does. Now, what's next for us? I stand ready, as always, Inquisitor.
Okay, let me go talk to the others. Let me send out some missions. Then I might actually, because I think if I finish the game without getting that one puzzle piece that I am missing in the Hissing Wastes, I'm gonna kick myself. So I might as well do that first. I'm not gonna go for a full completionist run. But I'm only missing one puzzle piece in there, and I'm just like, I do want to get that one.
Inquisitor?
And I just kind of ran in the wrong direction, forgetting where I wanted to go.
Liliana is already turning the Chantry on its ear, and she hasn't yet been crowned divine. It's quite interesting to watch. I offered to remain as right hand, but she has other ideas. I wish her well, regardless. The Chantry needed someone like her.
I agree with you, Cassandra. That's why I pushed for that.
Inquisitor.
I should go.
I'm pleased to hear it.
I hear your mages are looking to start a whole separate college of enchanters. Be interesting to see if they can avoid pissing everyone off this time. What's more important is there are still rifts out there spawning demons. I'm ready to kick some ass whenever you are.
Also, I realized if I want to collect everything, I have a bunch more reading to do, and I'm not going to do that this time. I am thinking, once Dreadwolf is out, in the private comfort of my own Discord, I might do some more Dragon Age playthrough. I want to experiment a little bit. But I'm going to wait until Dreadwolf is released before I do that, so that I can go through the entire story once more with
Not yet.
changed
It's
angles.
not the right time yet.
You're just stalling. We're ready.
Hey,
Need anything?
Any problems?
As if. There's not much left we haven't punched in the face. I mean, we're in with Leliana, so we have no problems. It's the ones who piss her off who need to squirm. I'm staying, though. You find fun often enough. I'm not sure where else I'd be.
To be fair, I would love it if you were somewhere far, far away from me. I can't even talk to Cole. Anyway, mission time, because apparently I have 2 missions?
Inquisitor?
Also, everything is lagging. It has difficulty loading in. Man, that wall is still not fixed. The Avar of Stone Bear hold greatly respect.
Do you ever wonder what lies at the edges of the map, past the seas?
No.
I think we have enough to worry about on this continent. Of course, but...
Bad deeds. Bad.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
The Avar of Stoneberg hold greatly respect Tirda Brightaxe, the legendary founder of the Avar. An earlier search located the spot where many of Tirda Brightaxe's possessions were left. Her body, of course, had been destroyed in accordance with how the Avar deal with their dead. While her weapon, apparently a mage's staff rather than an axe, may no longer be available, Stonebear Hold would likely appreciate other relics found at the site.
Perhaps we should take a... Oh, I think I see it. Inquisitor.
Skywatcher, the Avar healer we encountered in the Fallow Mire, is evidently respected across many holds as a wise and practical man. He has expressed an interest in seeing Stonebear Hold. Having him pay the Hold a visit on behalf of the Inquisition might garner more respect with them.
Inquisitor.
Okay. And now I do need First off, let me go here. Oh, he's gone. He also has a unique new icon. Interesting. Anyway, let's take them. There we go. And she's okay. Are those supposed to be males? Oh yeah, apparently someone else's live. Just been getting notifications about that. What are you doing? And there she goes. Anyway, I do have an arena to conquer. Oh, wait, before I do that, let me go to the Hissing Waste and try and find that last puzzle piece. I see. Anyway. So I'm curious if I can find that NPC this time. Because apparently it moves around a lot, and that NPC can be anywhere across the map, so it could be pretty difficult to find. That's a fennec. That's another fennec. That's a ram. I'll go check it out before I actually head in. Don't think she's around here. Iron Bolt needs to level up. There we go. Anyway, according to the map, that's this one. There should be one around here. So let's go check, because there's actually two in that area.
Inquisitor.
Ghoul's beard. Well, both are ready, so that's good. Hey Vic, how you doing? Any more luck in League today? Oh, do tell. Okay, that is a little weird. If you had any more luck in League today. No worries, I know the feeling when that happens. It's you lose stuff from remakes? I mean, that hardly seems fair. I thought back in the day you didn't lose anything from remake. So I did get the thing here. And I think the bottle, and I think I got the puzzle piece. Oh. Well, it's still not really fair that people get punished like that for others. It's one thing to lose with a team, but it's another to lose because of, or not even having a game because of one player. That simply doesn't make sense to me. So there should be a piece there, surprisingly. What are those blue orbs? Oh, codex entries. I see. Well, I'm not trying to get a completionist run going, so I'm not gonna collect every single codex. I mean, it's not like it doesn't get abused with punishment. I don't know, just based on what I'm hearing, League is getting worse. I don't know why you still play it, but that's probably called an addiction. I mean, there's a bunch of single-player games. You could always go back and try and... You could always try and go back to Guild Wars, the first one. You enjoyed that game. Now I need to go to Skyhold. There's also Halo. The online Halo.
Stone Man, Inquisitor.
Do you have any insight into the stories these tiles are supposed?
Here you go, Inquisitor. I wrote up some thoughts. Hope it adds to the effort.
Inquisitor, despite my efforts, I have been unable to locate Solus. From the site of your battle with Corypheus, he was last seen headed west, still distraught over the destruction of the orb Corypheus carried. From there he disappeared, evading my people so easily and so completely that I am forced to wonder how much he knew about them. When Solus initially approached the Inquisition and offered aid, I questioned him extensively, but about his background and history. He was evasive, but he did give the name of the village where he grew up, noting that it was small, unlikely to appear on any map. I hate loose ends, so I kept a few of my agents searching to verify his story. They recently located the village, or what remains of it. It is a ruin, as it has been for centuries. Its name preserved only in degraded form in ancient Tevinter mysteries. Whoever Solus truly is, wherever he came from, he has deceived us from the very start. I apologize for not investigating this more thoroughly while Solus was here. He was clearly helping us, and other matters were of greater urgency, but it was an oversight nevertheless. Given how little he shared with us, it is not clear what his plans are, if any, but I will continue to search. Like if you lose the game, but you did pretty well. For example, got tons of assists or good punishment. Yeah. Perhaps better analytics to see which players are trying to take objective. Yeah, you are right, Eats. Also, Riot is not a small company. I think Riot has lost the right to be called a small company a long time ago. After the defeat of Corypheus and the sealing of the breach, the Chantry chose Liliana to be the new Divine. Divine Victoria, as she will be named, will oversee the birth of a new Chantry, one that she hopes will unite all the people of Thedas. And that would be better, that would be more fair. This day and age, a small company isn't a valid excuse. There are tons of third-party services and means to do something like this. Yeah. I mean, smaller companies have brought out bigger and better games. Doom upon all the world, and so is the golden city blackened with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven, and doom upon all the world. There is very little of the infamous 13th verse that we can take literally. It speaks in the voice of the Maker himself, since he has never deigned to speak to his children directly. We can rest assured it is a work of fiction. There are facts, however, which support it, at least in part. Records remain from the time prior to the first blight, saying that yes, 7 Magisters did open a portal to enter the Fate physically. These 7, whose true names we have lost either to legend or deliberate obscurement, did so at the behest of the old gods who whispered from their ancient prisons. We also know that the Golden City, visible from every part of the Fate by any mage at the time, turned black as a night the moment these 7 breached its gates. Everything else, the accusations of sin, the suggestions that these 7 became the first Darkspawn, that they were directly responsible for the blight to come, all of that is conjecture. from questioning the sound by Magister Vibius Argorian. Mason's Tale Sacrifice. From what I can figure, this one is called Sacrifice. I'll get back to that later, but two sculptors, and I'll get back to that sooner. The sculptor's gone to the trouble of faces. I'd guess she worked from portraits, which means they were people who considered themselves important enough to need them. The scene is a classic example of don't do this because the sculptor hates them. It's in the way it's carved, all fast, hard edges, uglier than it needs to be, even for your average Tevinter who, and this isn't just me, mind, stand like a lanky vein of lyrium. But don't mistake that for sloppy carving. It's natural, practiced. The carver knows Tevinter. Bet she is one. And it's self-hate, probably. And obvious enough, there's skulls all over, and too big and horned. That brings to mind your Kunari. And fair enough, right? The Winters hate Kunari and have ever since they showed up. No Magister wants his mouth contradicted, let alone stitched, so it makes sense they're here, even that early, I suppose. Because this is probably that business of readying to invade the fate, the giants with horns are a good motivator to sodding hurry up. Odd thing though is that these two are not the only Kunari in the carving. The one in the middle was sculpted with horns, and someone has gone in later and chipped them off. You can tell by the surface of it. Well, maybe you can't, but I can. See that happen time and again. Tastes changes, and the ancestors' nudes are suddenly embarrassing. So comes in a new hand to paint on some clothes, and here, judging by the marks, to cut away the horns and make the victim look human, some proud new owner didn't want to throw out the antiquity, but also didn't want people to think Grandma sliced up Kunari. Looks like they didn't care if she kept their heads around, though. So, the carver both wanted to show Tevinter being shit, but the later one didn't want to show what about, and that's usually to avoid blame or deny credit. Or to be an arse, I suppose. I don't know, it's actually fairly chilly here. Well, I say that, I do have multiple layers, so I am kinda hot. But it doesn't seem to be as hot as it is with you, Vic. What is this? A missed message? I don't know if Vic likes spice. I don't think he likes spicy foods. Or am I wrong? Stone Bear Hold is extremely grateful for the relics and for us sharing the location where we found them. Their hunters searched the area and found trinkets that we missed or assumed of no import, but which are highly esteemed by the Avar. It is interesting to note that the Avar were completely unsurprised by Deirdre being a mage. While it was lost to Ferelden history, it was evidently taken as an unspoken truth among the Avar. Sister Dorcas Garen, the Jade Ham? What? Skywatcher caused quite a stir at Stonebear Hold. The feats of strength and skill were racious, exuberant, and quite necessary, according to Tame Sunhair, who declared Skywatcher as good in the fighting pit as he was in the battle roll. Wow. Given the Avar tradition of knotting ceremonies for marriages, this gives new meaning to the phrase, no strings attached. What is the Jade Hand? I need to check that out on someone. It's an actual piece of ham as a mace. There we go. Anyway, time to go back to here and travel. Confirm. Sure, why not? What's up?
Why do they dress like
Who or what deeds?
Well met.
I'm ready to fight. Here's my offering.
The Inquisition has brought an offering to enter your trials.
Yes. Oh, this will be a fight to remember. I mean, enter the arena grounds. Hakon's trials await.
Farewell.
Safe journeys.
Hi, little missy. You're kind of in the way here, because I am playing.
Half the traps were empty.
Is someone poaching? Can't be.
Time to go fight. Oh. Luna. I don't know the answer to that joke, though, is the thing. Was the answer Kitty? Do you know what? I don't see your answer, because after you said the joke, you said Kitty. You almost seem jaded. Is that it? Are you talking about Jay? I don't know, Deeds. Your joke has gone over my head. My OBS is, let me go to my stream manager. No, it's not. You know what, Deeds? Here. I'm gonna put it in. I sent you. Hey, Deeds. That moment your noise cancellation is so strong it cancels out what you type. So I think something went wrong. Yep, my game is probably stuck. The place is haunted. There's a ghost in my bunker. Anyway. Let me reboot up the game. If it ever closes. I mean, it even got to the point that not even OBS or Twitch could handle it, so it could very well be. Okay, while it's starting up, I'll be right back. Strange. I investigated the noise, but I don't see anything. Game is starting up slow, so give it a minute. Wait. Why am... Damn you, teats. My ear itches. Damn you. Excuse me. Yeah, so apparently Twitch is notifying that there's a chat coming, that there is an ad coming in 3 minutes and 40 seconds, give or take. But apparently those messages are not showing up on OBS, so I can't actually warn people when there's an ad about to come in.
Well met. I'm ready to begin Hakon's trials.
Excellent. Step into the grounds, and we'll begin.
I'm ready to begin Hakon's trials.
Excellent. Step into the grounds, and we'll begin.
Goodbye.
Farewell.
Safe journeys.
So, time to fight. And another try. Yep. will never wear a bunny suit. Okay, let's take a short break. We'll be back after the ads. Just sorting through my tabs. Hi Shady, how are you? You just came in the middle of an ad break, so I hope you're having fun. How is your thing going? Whatever you're attending. I already forgot the name. Yes! Yes, I did. I am currently in the frostback basin. I started the DLC last week, I think. But back then you told me that that's not the one I should be playing, or you advised me to not be the one that I should be playing. So I finished up the rest of the game, and now I'm doing this first, and then I'm doing Trespasser. So I assume I will be starting Trespasser next Sunday? Or at least Sunday for you guys, if my time calculation is correct. Oh, that is good. I hope you learned a lot. And we're gonna continue, so you get to watch a little while we talk. I'm currently doing the arena fights in the VOD. Also, I can't play with solos anymore.
thoughts, Inquisitor. Farewell. Safe journeys.
Okay. What else is there? Sharks, sharks, boathouse, sharks. Father's name, sharks. So let's go to the boat first. I'm gonna try and make sure that you're around for trespasser, Shady.
Did I thank you for bringing the broth?
Yes, but I don't mind hearing it twice.
Why is there?
Runa should be here. Where did she get to?
Is someone missing?
Are you looking for someone?
My cousin Runa. She's off north climbing the hills instead of helping with the catch again.
Hi, yes. I hope to hear from you soon, Shady. Take care. Have fun.
Farewell.
Good day to you.
Where is she? Shafts. What yet lingers? Shafts. Deleted shafts. Father's name. Shafts. Shafts. Father's name. Oh, over there. Okay, so let's do that one first because it's pretty close by.
Let's take a look.
There's a lot of loose stone here, and a Navarre axe.
Someone left it on purpose. A trail marker.
The woman at the beach said her cousin Runa went climbing. Maybe this is where she began.
And now it's going further, so I'm gonna go back and do that other mission first. What yet lingers. So it says boathouse. I first thought it said bathhouse. Our fruit.
Yeah?
Thane Sunhair gave me guest welcome at Stone Barrel.
Aye, she sent word.
As a guest, may I please borrow your boat?
We would be poor hosts to refuse. The boat is yours. I hope you come back alive.
Alright, let's go deal.
Anybody else smell sea air and spice? That isn't right.
Your mind is being influenced by the spirits here. They're drawing sorrow from you like you draw water from a well.
Glad I asked.
Latter found near many corpses. The barbarians are afraid to go to this island. I can see why, with all the spirits, but it's completely safe. I was out there myself for a good half hour and the spirits never bothered me. Steal one of the Avar boats and set up a camp. This route will bypass all the taxes, and with Avar and spirits all around, nobody in their right mind will track us here. I know how you feel about demons, but trust me, this is completely safe. Peaceful, even. All you have to do is relax on that island and wait for the goods to come your way. It's completely safe.
Sleep. I need to. I must find you.
I could do without all the demons, boss. Anytime you want to leave is fine by me.
This is a weird place. Tales of Rignar, Istro. Came the giants, water wading, here to hunt and harrow home. Ava feared the shapes in shoreline, forced to flee when giants roam. Rignar Istro sees his brother, calls the winter wind to shore. Giants frozen, forged in frostbite, threaten Ava homes no more. Fear of giant, battle easing.
We're not going to leave that rift here, right?
Talana slept. I slept. To find him in dreaming. But the blood. She's gone. Talana wanted to reach Ameridan again. One more time. But she couldn't. I couldn't. I died. I tried to stay, but only pieces came through. You opened the sky for the rest of me.
You knew Ameridan?
You or she wanted to reach Ameridan again. We are also trying to find him.
Ameridan. Yes. Inquisitor. Beloved. She came with Ameridan to hunt the dragon.
The dragon?
Huge. Power like none had seen. It came from the mountains with the Avar. Towns fell. All dead.
I can't even see who I'm talking to.
One last favor for Emperor Draken. Slay the Avar dragon. Save Orlais.
Where did he go?
Can you tell me what happened to Inquisitor Ameridan?
They fought at the shore. Spirits and magic. Cold. So cold. How I found her. How she found us.
They rested here, then up the river. Metal spires, a way to stop the dragon. Then Talana returned here, alone, to wait for him. Forever waiting, dreaming, then dead.
You can rest now.
We'll find a Meriden. You don't have to wait here anymore.
Thank you. It was hard. She went a long time ago. I stayed because she asked. Her things are there. She wanted them found.
Oh, it's one of those rat spirits. Ancient documents protected in a scroll cage. Whosoever reads this message, let it be known that the bearer, Inquisitor Meriden, commander of the Seekers of Truth, travels to the frostback basin on the official request of His Divine Majesty Cordillus Dracon, Emperor of Orlais, upon business vital to the safety and security of the Most Holy Empire, and that he and those who travel with him are to be afforded every service, rendered every assistance, and extended every courtesy in their effort to protect Orlesian lives from the threats of both magical and mundane. Make a watch over him, Cordillus Dracon IV.
Everything all right down there?
Unfallen shack. Many explorers in ancient ruins report finding homes, furniture, or even tools that look a few years old at most, before the more learned study of spirits and the fate made available by the Circle. Scholars often assume that such structures must be new contaminations of an older site, leading to much misinformation and misunderstanding regarding the movements of various people in ancient Tevinter and even earlier. Our brothers and sisters in the circles of Magi have given us a more likely answer. In areas where the veil is thin, spirits engrossed by a particular event may endeavor to preserve the feeling of the area by preserving in their own imperfect way some or all of the area itself. The hut of a legendary apostate may appear to have been abandoned for a few decades, with crumbling walls and dust, when it is in fact from a previous age or even older. Spirits scratching at the edges of the veil have scared away the vermin that would have chewed through the beams, and the plants whose snaking tendrils would have reclaimed the stones for the forest. It is the recommendation of the committee that all university-sanctioned historical expedition include a mage for consultation upon such matters. Only in this way can we avoid the embarrassing misstep of our forebears and bring Orlais to the true knowledge it deserves. A letter from the University of Orlais Historical Committee to Empress Celine asking for support. Request tabled after the start of the Mage Rebellion. Yeah, but Shady already had to go. You guys barely missed each other. Oh, there is Dorian. I need to deal with that spellbinder first. Okay. Row your boat gently down the stream. Let's see what Kenrick has to say about this.
May I help you, Inquisitor?
We've been to the island.
A spirit on the island held the memories and possessions of Meriden lover, a woman named Talana. It told us that Meriden was here on orders from Emperor Draken himself, and where he went next.
Trust his dimples. I may have received tenure from that sentence alone. Meriden had a lover. Talana, you say? The Inquisitor's Lady Mage. There was such debate over whether she existed. And there were orders? This was a request from Draken? This changes everything.
I like uncovering history.
It's fascinating to find new evidence about these things. The spirit said to follow the river to the north, and something about spires or spikes.
Up the river. The scouts have had trouble with Hackonites up there. I'll continue my research, but for now, your guess is as good as mine.
What's our next step?
What do you need me to do next, Professor?
That spirit on the island said something about Meriden going upriver to, some place with spires. While you search upriver, I'll continue studying these buckles. That, sounded better in my head.
Alright.
I'll speak with you later.
Now what? So much to do. I'm having issues with my fingers. I think I'm allergic to radioactivity. I need to be careful when roaming the wastelands. Anyway, it's time to look for the shafts. Okay, that one seems to be above me. Question is, the other question is, did I get it Australian? Asterian? I guess we'll see. Don't think so. No, haven't done that yet. That was easier than I thought. Constellation Visus, known as the Watchful Eye in common parlance. This constellation had great significance to the ancient Alamari and Syrian people of southern Thales. The story goes that the Lady of the Skies opened one eye so that the light from her gaze could lead her people safely from the frostbacks. When Ambraste's armies marched north from their ancestral lands to wage war upon the winter, they were guided by the eye, and it became the Maker's gaze, not the lady's, leading them to victory. The sword was added later. It is said that the star that marks the point of its blade only appeared in the night sky after Ambraste's death. The early Inquisition took Visus as a symbol of their holy calling. When they joined the Ambrastian faith, the eye represents both their search for Maleficarum and the Maker's judgments upon their actions. When the Inquisition ended and became the Seeker of Truth and the Templar Order, the Templars took the sword while the Seeker retained the eye. Sure, Keats. Sure. Luna, I'm kinda busy, girl. You want attention? You want attention? Here, I'll give you attention. I know you don't like it, but that's what you get for asking attention. Look, Keats, I got the star sign of the hugging Luna. Little girl, are you happy with the attention you're getting? I mean, she tried to eat my ice cream earlier today. Instead, I just gave her a lot of attention and she was content with that. Yeah. Anyway. So I should probably get those first. Then I can get those two. Whee! Oh, there it is. Grab that while I'm at it.
Good place to get ambushed. You're back. At least it's not too dry.
And lots of corpses here. Really? Lame. Where the... The Avar are dangerous.
Ambushed. Watch your back. At least it's not too dry.
There we go. Stun sorcerer. Huh. Let me guess, it's up there? Yep. Yes, it is. Oh, hi. Oh, hey, look, Deets. It's one of your favorite things to do. Whoops, I missed my jump. Nope, that doesn't work. It's a jumping puzzle. Not really a big one though. Mysteries of the Frostback Basin. A voluminous pile of notes and observations, half diary and half research notes. These parchments have no clear order, if they ever did. At the top, someone has written observations of the mysteries of the Frostback Basin and their hidden connections to the great secrets buried by the ages. The mystery of the aqueducts. After much reading, I know that the winter walls by the lakes were called aqueducts, which were roads that carried water to their forts of stone. These aqueducts drained water from the lower regions, but that is not the whole reason that the winters changed the land. Parts of the basin have been altered in the past, which one can see if they are of the right mind for it. There is only one explanation. Paths of mystic resonance or mystic lines, or ley lines, run through the lands. The mages in the hold deny ley lines exist, but they are protecting secrets of fraternity, or else are ignorant of secrets lowlander rights. As proof, Professor Waylon Vankin maps lines of power across the basin in his book Ode to the Ordo Templis Royalis. He does not say so in the book to an actual reader, but certain secret signs left by the professor to befuddle his enemies point to it very clearly if one reads the text 8 times. Someone has sketched landmarks on the back of one of the papers: a crumbling Tevinter wall standing in a shallow marsh, an island in the middle of a river, something that looks like a Tevinter prison, and a small Tevinter outpost with a terrace on one side and a metal sculpture in the courtyard. But Deeds, don't you agree? The best puzzles are jumping puzzles? I know how much you like them. Jumping puzzle. Jumping puzzle. Through the mountains. Jumping, 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 jumping puzzle.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look. There. Another trail marker. Mountain climber was here.
Let's hope she's not planning to trek out to the frostbacks.
Another marker here.
Yeah, but I'm kind of looking how I get to that one point. Not immediately keen on following that master yet. Ah, there it is. There's also an Astrolarian there, so...
Over there.
Just in time! Join the fight! The fight's a worthy one!
Hi, we've been looking for you.
Thought. I'd heard lowlanders were about. You'd be the Inquisitor, from the hand.
Your cousin was looking for you.
Oh? Oh! The fishing! I was to help Lena with the fishing. I must make an offering to the gods first. Shall I give your names in the prayer?
What offerings?
What's an offering prayer?
I've climbed this hill 1,000 times. Today, it was as if a wind from the spirits lifted me. I was going to thank the gods with a brace of nugs. That beast must have scented the meat.
You give meat to the gods?
You offer meat to spirits?
But the Lady of the Skies sends her birds, and Korth Mountain Father sends his wolves and bears. They wouldn't normally hear the prayer of a lowlander, but since you helped in the fight, I'll speak for you.
Include me in your prayers.
I'd be honored to be mentioned in your offering.
The spirits will remember.
Generally helps to respect local traditions now and then.
Right. Maybe leave my name out of it.
Is this wise? Sometimes a spirit's attention can linger.
The lady keeps the skies, where blows the morning wind. Korth grants mountain shelter, Hakon blooded hide and bone. Take this gift from Runa Learsdotter, and the Inquisitor from the lands below.
I just felt something.
A blessing? That's a good sign. You bring fine luck, Herald.
Well, I didn't expect it to just pop up.
All right, then. Moving on.
We've been favored. The gods don't always appear. I'll tell Lena this tale. Perhaps a good story will put a smile on her face.
Okay, now that is done. Let me try and get this Astrolarium, if I know how. I'm also going to need to get past a couple of those pesky Harkonites. Actually, no. There was an encampment here. It's gone now. Oh well. Who am I to complain? And another one. There we go. Constellation Belenas. According to Avar legends, Kord the Mountain Father kept his throne at the peak of the mountain Belenas, which lay at the center of the world and was so lofty that from it he could see all the corners of the earth and sky. Over time, bold young Avar would challenge each other to scale the mountain of the gods. At first, Kord found this amusing, and he delighted in the valor of their failed attempts to enter his hold. Then Sindri Skybreaker, boldest of the heroes of old, succeeded in climbing to the summit and stood in the hall of the Mountain Father in the flesh. Kord, being a good sport, gave Sindri a hero's welcome, and the mortal returned to the Frostbacks with tales of the feasts of gods and gifts from Kord. And soon more and more heroes were barging into the hall of the Mountain Father, demanding to be showered with honors. Kord grew wary of throwing banquets, and the other gods began to fear his temper. So Kord spoke to the Lady of the Skies and lifted Belenas from the earth into her realm, which could not be reached even by the most intrepid climbers, and there he dwells in peace. There's another one. Let me get that one since I am close by it right now. The Frozen Gate. The gate remains frozen even at the height of summer. A piece of ice chiseled from the hole remained unmelted in a bucket of warm water, even withstanding the heat of the burning embers. I have never seen such magic. Our Avar guide, Ragnar, will tell me nothing about what lies beyond the frozen wall. I have exhausted all possibilities and shall have to accept that I will never pass beyond that gate. I have retained the piece of ice for my own use. Its properties make it perfect for chilling my cider on hot days. Shall I take pleasure in this or try to fixate on my unsated curiosity? I shall take pleasure in this and try not to fixate on my unsated curiosity. Okay. Let's see what's in this gate, shall we? There's a bunch of locks here, but I don't actually see where I'm supposed to open them. No codex. Whew, I wonder how close I am. Thought there was a way to see that. Yeah, here. Impossibly close because I can't level up anymore apparently. Also, someone's playing Guild Wars 2. Anyway, let's continue for now. Oh.
There was a fight here. Men. And something big. This could be tied to that Avar bear. No corpse and no cart to carry a bear. Wherever it isn't far.
I kind of missed where the entire fight took place. I think I kind of skirted by it because I fell down. And here I go again. Okay.
Someone's used these bones in a spell. Were the jaws of Hakon casting a ward?
It could be blood magic. Let's look for any more skulls.
So let's see what this is about.
Me to handle that?
I got a bear in my party. Eat muscle. Let me open both these doors. Frostback mysteries. Secret prisoners of the winter. Long ago, this would have been under the water, until the winter drained much of swamp Coldstotton to build this prison. Why make a jail so remote? For prisoners they wish to hide. The winter has made war on Orlais many times, but I now believe there is also a secret war between them that the common people are not allowed to see. This prison is a remainder of the secret war that continues in our time. I speak of Orlais's attempts to rouse the snake kings of the earth against the winter's alliance with the moonmen. This is explained in Sir X pamphlets, of which I have read many, which explain things such as why the snake appears in the winter drawings and how the snake kings came to exist. Crystals. Did moonmen have their winter allies keep the reptilian ones here, so they could interrogate them at their leisure? None can say, but I will say yes, as that would fit my theories.
So what's your estimation, Varric? Think we can win?
You aren't asking me to give odds on our beloved Inquisitor's success.
What would that look like? 3 to 1?
In his favor?
Griffiths pulled an archdemon out of his arse. You're joking.
I'll take the odds.
See? You can't improve your confidence, Varric.
Brave man. The Frustrator.
Okay, let me get this one since I'm here anyway. Another one over there. After this I might take a break, but I first want to get these talismans out of the way. I already have that one. That was my first one. Oh, right here. Then there's there one. I need to follow the light, so that's how I find them. One more. Ah, I see. That one was cleverly hidden.
I think that's the last of the bones. What were the Jaws of Hakon doing with this magic?
It's Avar
Yes,
magic, right?
dudes.
Maybe the Avar who don't want to kill us have an answer.
Yes, yes. So, let me first go back there. Give him those two missions.
Goat-kissing, blood-drinking, Hakonite chicken crabs! Thank you, Inquisitor. Storvacker has returned. My hunters saw what you and she did to the Hakonites who held her. In trapping Storvacker, the jaws of Hakon broke their peace oath with Stonebear Hold. Our blades are yours.
She's on her.
I assume your bear is all right after whatever they were going to do to her?
She is fine. As for what they were going to do, my hunters brought items back from where they held Storvacker. I know what they intended. It is not something you will like. Something few Avar would tell Lowlanders. But you must hear it. The Jaws of Hakon sought to bind their god in mortal form and bring war to the Lowlands.
Have we stopped them?
By saving your bear, have we put an end to their plans?
Though you have given them pause, they will try again. Ages ago, the old Jaws of Hakon did the same. They brought their god to life to destroy the Lowlands. Their foolishness lost Hakon to all Avar. Now they would free him and begin again.
How was Hakon lost?
What did you mean when you said that their foolishness lost Hakon to all Avar?
When they bound Hakon to mortal form, he became blood of this world. He could hear no prayers, nor speak to the augurs. All he could do was kill. Then he vanished instead of dying, as though rendered mute, lost for ages. If they sought to free him from mortal form, I could understand. Making him attack the Lowlands is a fool's work.
We don't want war.
The Avar wouldn't like the idea of war with the Lowlands.
Is that what your skulls say? It does us no harm to be feared. If our land is threatened, we will happily fight. And a raid here and there keeps both sides sharp. But we have no need of your Lowlands. Not when our goats are fat and our fish are plenty. And not when the sky is torn with demons. Only a fool fights in a burning boat.
What would that mean?
What would happen if the Jaws of Hakon succeeded in their plan?
Hakon would come to the Lowlands in the form of a great beast. The Hakonites would join him, their numbers swelled by foolish young warriors dreaming of honor names. Even if war were needed, it should not be like that. With gods wreaking havoc in blood-soaked fields, the gods should stay where they belong.
Hakon connects to
You said
America.
that the Jaws of Hakon first tried binding their god in mortal form hundreds of years ago.
What of it?
In our search for Inquisitor Emeridin, we learned that he came here to fight a great dragon 800 years ago. A dragon that came from the mountains with Avar warriors to attack the lowlands.
Your last Inquisitor must have fought well to stop Hakon himself.
Does this happen often?
Do the Avar gods take mortal form on a regular basis?
No, the gods belong in the land of dreams.
Whether it is their wish or some augurs that brings them here, battle tears will be shed. The skulls say the Lady of the Skies took mortal form when Tyrda Brightaxe first led the Avar to the mountains. They say many things about Brightaxe and the Lady.
Is this alright with you?
You're not bothered by the idea that our Inquisitor killed your god?
He didn't kill him. That would have been easier. Whatever fight your Inquisitor finished, the Jaws of Hakon started. I find no fault with a warrior defending his people.
So what's the next
Based
step?
on what we know, what must we do to stop the Jaws of Hakon?
Their hold is an old lowlander fortress. It is shielded by a great wall of ice. Magic even the Hakonites do not know. Unravel its magic, and we will scatter their bones so the Lady never finds them.
How can we enter the fortress?
We still need a way to melt the wall of ice around the Hakonites' fortress. Do you have any ideas?
No. It is lowlander magic and nothing to do with us. Our spirit talkers are useless as battle goats. The Hakonites must have found the magic in the old fortress. Speak to your people. Perhaps they will know more.
Alright.
I'll speak with you later.
Fair hunting.
Gonna give it another mission and then take a break.
Be welcome.
Someone used bones in magic.
I found skulls with spells on them left out by the Hakonites. What are they trying to do?
Skulls. So, bones. Magic cloaked in blood. Stone hidden lie the tales of this hold. Here's the means to find them. Return when you've seen all the god runes, and I'll tell you why the Jaws of Hakon did this.
Can't you tell me that?
Why not just say what's going on?
Because you hail from the lowlands. If you'd know more about the Avar, put some effort in the knowing. Besides, those runes took me months to carve.
Alright.
I should be off.
Farewell.
Anyway, taking a short break. We'll be back in 10 to 15 minutes. See you all in a moment. And back. So without further ado, let's continue. Do I need to check something in here? No, that's the veil fire.
Is someone poaching? Can't be.
The dead. An elaborate group of veil fire glyphs flicker to life. There is an impression of a great battle in the distant past. A spirit protectively watches over Avar from Stone Bear Hold as they corner a rival group of Avar in the forest. They join in battle and the spirit turns aside blades to protect the Stone Bear warriors. There is a snap of arrows, a lash of magic. The rival Avar fell, but so does the spirit. The sensations fade. The Veilfire ignites a complicated tangle of glyphs. There's an impression of mourning. Avar from Stonebear hold pray and sacrifice to the spirit destroyed in the last battle. There is a sensation of months passing. The prayers are not forgotten. The vision fades. The return. As the last group of glyphs light with Veilfire, there is a sensation of excitement and anticipation. An Avar hold celebrates a night festival around an altar piled high with food and drink. The Thane begins a song. The hold joins in. The song grows louder and faster. It goes for hours. As the sun rises, a blazing spirit appears above the altar. It has the name of the spirit that fell in battle. It is both the same spirit and a different one at the same time. There is an ear-splitting roar of triumph, welcome, something more. From the Gate of the Var, the vision fades.
What did I tell you? Lowlanders from the north.
Why do they dress like that?
Kind of cold in the air today.
All the rams are growing thick coats. It'll be a bad winter.
Greetings, stranger.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Lowlanders from the north.
Why do they dress like that?
Oh, there is another path. Whoops, I kinda missed that. Hey, what are you doing? Are you trying to come where you shouldn't be again?
Be welcome.
I found all the Veilfire runes around the village.
What did you take as the purpose of the tale?
Renewal?
It was about your gods returning, but in different forms.
One of our oldest stories. Taught to us as children by the scolds. Mountains crack, forests burn. The gods change and die. Hakon's followers want him alive as he was. They will not let him die and return as he should. The blood magic was to hide the jaws of Hakon's deed from other gods.
They fear your
They
other
have
gods?
powerful magic. Why are the jaws of Hakon afraid of other spirits?
The jaws of Hakon turn their backs on all other gods that ever helped their hold. It is not fear that drives them. They hide their deeds from shame.
I should be off.
Farewell.
The traditions of rebirth. Some outlying nations have different ideas on what happens to us after death. The Southern Avar, for example, believe in a hazily defined afterlife governed by the ladies of the sky, where the dead are reunited with their kin. A comforting notion and not unfamiliar. The Chanter's idea that on death we cross the fate to live by the Maker's side is accepted from rough Ferelden to decadent to winter. Yet Avar also believes some of their people are destined to be reborn, which some among the Chantry have great trouble grasping. It is not, I must emphasize, a spirit possessing a body. Other than invoking the gods, spirits have nothing to do with the process. It is the essence, the soul, which returns clothed in new flesh. The core of the concept is thus, the souls of a few of our favored by fate migrate on death to inhabit a new body destined for them, so they may return and perform great deeds for the good of their hold. These resurrected souls are not expected to remember their past selves consciously, but instead are assumed to be subtly guided by their previous experiences, especially through visions and portents. This might conveniently sidestep the need for proof that one has been reborn, that such things even occur. Then again, perhaps we should not cast scorn too quickly, as of yet not one of the dead has returned from across the fate to describe the Maker's paradise. Okay. Set that as active. I should probably check out the cave as well. Let's see where this cave leads. Mouths of echoes. The savages speak to their gods in the cave passage. They call it a mouth of echoes. They light fires and feed them with green spruce and shout their questions into the deep. They say answers come to them on the last whispered echo. Superstition, we laughed, and now Razakale is silent and madness descends. I can only think, what if? What if there are irregularities in the veil here? What if we could secure the Avar cave and bend it to our purpose? The slaves are gathering materials. We will build a shrine to the Dragon of Mystery. Implant foci into the walls, cut sacred designs into the stone, the better to hear with. We will hear her voice again or we will die. Our memory saved. The faint inscription found in the frostback basin. If this is our last together, let it end in laughter. Atto. At what cost? From H. Journal found in Frostback Basin. It still tastes strange. No matter. Several water-stained pages follow before the text resumes. Have we traveled through lands more remote than these? We must have. Yet I've never felt so removed from life back home as I do now. P makes the same arguments as always, though adds a lack of demons as a point in her favor. Lack isn't absence, which I was quick to point out. She called me Pity. Piety? Pity? There are demons here, though not as many as we faced in those early years together. The Avar have their mages too. The last were ill-prepared for me. I wonder if that's the part that bothers her. Oh, as always, was no help at all. We push on. My head aches. The others are singing the song we learned at the lakeside town. I forgot the name of the place. I think my eyes are about to explode. Of course, A has noticed and tells the others he needs to read something. It's quiet now. The journey here took longer than expected. I must take stock of the rations. After sleep. There were more than expected. Everything has been more than expected. A few moments later, and O would not be standing here. I was able to subdue the mage before things became worse. T said nothing about it afterwards. She knows O would have died. At what cost? T asked me that once. I said it costs nothing, but I don't know. I met a man who'd fought longer than I, but his mind had faded with age and he could not answer. The point remains that I can do more. I can be more effective. We've all seen the demons, what they did. We've seen what some would do with blood. The better question is, who pays the cost if no one takes his chance? And no one said it has to be forever, just until things are settled. If you count 8 times, will the number change? O asks. She's been watching me these last few days. Whatever she says to the contrary. Damn the blue bottles. I did not plan this journey as well as I should. I lay trying to find constellations through the leaves. T brought me some water. She just smiled, and there was no admonishment behind it. It made me feel somewhat better. As always, A cooked our dinner while deriding my own ability to produce something edible. O attempts to tell jokes. Make her, they're pathetic. Why do they make me laugh anyway? Long days behind. I fear there are fewer ahead. Whatever costs I've paid, they will be worth it. It doesn't matter. This night, safe besides the fire. The 3 of them singing that stupid song. I am content. This is a weird place. Dalvasham. Excuse me.
Lieutenant Farrow, sir. We've beaten back those Hackenite bastards. My men and I will hold here. The Hackenites along the river still pose a threat. After this last battle, we need time to fortify and regroup.
What's the situation?
What's the situation along the river?
Between the Hackenites and the wildlife, this isn't the easiest place to maintain a presence. The river's the best way for the Inquisition to send supplies from Skyhold, or it would be if we could travel safely along it. The Hackenites set up camps near the banks, and they attack anyone who gets within view.
Alright, I'll take care of it.
Sir?
So... what's over there? Okay, why is there an exclamation point here?
Did you see Scout Grandin on your way back? He should be on watch, but he's gone. Grandin was a good friend of Jace Turbat, one of the researchers. He was killed by Hackenites. I'm starting to worry that Grandin's gone and done something stupid. He was supposed to send word back when he reached his station, but nothing. Keep an eye out for him, please. For me.
Our soldiers are safe.
I helped our soldiers defend against the Hackenite raid.
That's a relief. We've lost enough men to them.
Goodbye.
I should go.
Safe travels.
Slowly working my way through everything. So let me set that up first and travel there.
Let me know if you need a break. I'm all right, thanks.
Okay. Now let me see if we can stop someone from doing something stupid. What did I pick up? Grandin's orders. A brief note followed by a rough map of the area with a key point marked. Grandin. Details are below. We need to keep to our patrols. It will allow us the upper hand. I understand where you're coming from. Word has been sent to Jace's family. I promise you whoever did this will face justice.
Orders for
Harding.
Grandin.
Looks like he survived the fight with the Hackonites. Won't get far on his own, though.
These were Hackonites.
And that's an Inquisition dagger. Harding said that scout might try something stupid.
A warning. A message scrawled in a shaky hand. Blood spilled will be answered. The jaws of Hakon will answer. Let me follow this trail first before I go deal with that rift.
cannot have guests, lowlanders, even those who don't hail from the hold.
What are you doing here?
Who are you? And why are you out here?
If I tell you, will you leave me be? I am Sigrid Goldstotten, Augur's apprentice. I exiled myself from Stonebear Hold.
You exiled yourself?
Aye, I did. And my tongue will say no more on that.
One, two, three, four.
Someone's cut their way through these Hakon warriors. I can't decide if it's impressive or disconcerting.
Okay, there's the next one.
The Inquisition soldier. Grandin?
Something doesn't feel right.
Inquisitor, I've abandoned my post, haven't I? I had cause, just missing the permission part.
Harding told us about your friend, Jace.
He was studying at the university. Those Hakon bastards. Jace wasn't a soldier, he wasn't even armed. After this, he was going to show me Val Royeaux. I've never been. I thought we might... I can't let this happen.
I can't believe you're alone.
You've been fighting your way through the jaws of Hakon. Alone.
I wasn't a soldier either, not before this. I lived in the circle. Never had the skill for combat spells, so I picked up a sword. I wanted to fight for the Inquisition. The jaws of Hakon almost ended that, too. I was bleeding out when it saw me. It knows what I know. They will not kill more people. Not like Jace. I will protect them, Inquisitor.
This is bad.
Inquisitor. They will not kill more people.
Okay.
Not like Jace. I will protect them, Inquisitor.
This is bad.
You can leave, spirit.
Inquisitor. They will not kill more people. Not like...
This is bad.
You're not walking out of here, demon.
If you stop me, then I cannot stop them. I won't allow it.
That explains a lot of things.
Better than leaving him as an abomination.
Okay, let's first go back to Scout Harding.
You must have made a great impression on the Avar. Some of them paid us a friendly visit. A couple even helped prepare our fortifications. And one woman brought us a barrel of fermented fish. Kenrick ate some. To be polite, he said. Well, he was a very polite shade of green.
I found Grandin.
I've news about Scout Grandin.
Maker. Don't tell me. He's dead, isn't he?
Yes.
Yes, he is dead.
Another one gone. Just like that. You never get used to it, do you? Maker. I'll miss him. Boy was great company. Terrible jokes, but that was a part of his charm. You know?
Goodbye.
I should go.
Goodbye then.
Okay, set as active. Travel. I'm making some good progress. Should be a shark around here somewhere. There we go. Now I think I went to that cave, so let's do that phase rift first. And short break. And we are back. So, let's continue on to the next part, which is... There's still a lot of things to... Let me go check there first. Because I'm curious about that self-exile spiel.
Be welcome.
I'm not in exile in the woods.
The mage in the woods who said she used to be an augur's apprentice.
Sigrid Goldstotten. She left the hold when I told her she must release her teacher.
Aren't you her teacher?
She might have heeded me if I were. Or perhaps not. It's time the spirit in her was free.
She's possessed, and you do nothing.
Every mage in the hold is made one with the gods until they're strong enough. I thought Sigrid strong enough. Exile was her own notion.
Why did Sigrid
Why
exile?
did Sigrid go into exile?
Sigrid built an altar by the shore for her rite of thanksgiving. A ritual to part her from her teacher. Sigrid claims her offering was spurned by the gods. The spirit remains with her when she's taken to exile.
I should be off.
Farewell.
Investigate the ritual site. Well, there's no real close path, so I might as well go on foot. There's a lot of back and forth on this map.
New thatching is good. Fine work. Our guests are welcome, so long as their weapons stay sheathed.
I mean, I think I've accidentally drawn my weapons in the city. They didn't say much. Then again, maybe because they thought it was just, you know, a hilt. Ow.
This is the place the augur said that mage, Sigrid, tried and failed to release her spirit. Looks like the tools for her ritual are still here. Skin burned and bundle of incense.
Ritual offerings. If this mage did the ritual, why are the offerings still here?
Good question.
If you don't know what you're doing, it takes a lot of energy to banish a spirit.
Why is the vial still full? Grass is trampled down here. Fight?
No. See the hoof prints? Just an animal passing through.
Probably not important then. Scorch marks, left by some kind of interrupted smell. Perhaps the ritual was never completed.
Let's go confront Sigrid. If I remember my way back up there. Yeah, so it was here and I just went the wrong way because I assumed they would keep going up. But instead they went down. I should have probably seen that. Oh well.
You returned.
I learned why you're exiled.
The augur told me why you're here.
That Chatterjay! What business is it of his to tell that to a lowlander?
Tell me about this ritual.
About the ritual you were performing, Sigrid.
I had to burn a proper offering, then let my guiding spirit free. I made the offering, the gods did not accept.
I found your offerings intact.
I found a bird and incense by the altar. They weren't burnt at all.
I brought more than I needed. When I fled, I left everything.
Even the lyrium?
You would have needed to take the lyrium at the start of the ritual, not the end.
Aye. And so?
The vial I found was full.
Do you accuse me, stranger?
I'm a mage. Maybe I can help.
I'd just like to help another mage, if you need it.
Will you understand? I hear lowlander mages see the gods differently. I made no offering. I prepared. I began the spell to release the spirit here with me.
And?
I could not do it. I have no close companions in the hold, no kin. I cannot lose my only friend.
It means that much to you.
You're friends with this spirit.
It has taught me with patience and kindness since I was a child. Frightened of the fire I could suddenly call down. The gods change, the gods can die, and yet I do not want to lose the one who loves me.
What does the spirit want?
So how does your teacher feel about this? Does he want to stay?
He would, if I asked. The gods that teach the spirit touched are kind. I think the augur knew. All this time he knew I never cast the ritual. It is not right to stay in pity. I will confess to him.
Or you could become my agent.
Ah. The Inquisition could use a mage with a unique perspective. You and your spirit certainly qualify.
You want me to pledge my staff to your Inquisition? Even bound to a spirit?
Your people consider it a gift. I'm sure you can handle yourself.
Abomination thing didn't work out so well for Kirkwall.
So sick of all this. Avar. Some demons. Spirits just as bad.
It must be punishment from the gods to serve a lowlander for my oath breaking. It fits my shame. I'll find your camps and join you.
Let's go back to Skyhold for now. Because I've got a new mission. And since I have, not much else in mission-wise, I can just keep going on missions. Send them out as soon as I get them. Oh, excuse me. Let's see how long this cultural exchange mission will last.
Another letter for Master Tetris? The Merchants Guild never gives up.
Sigrid Goldstutton is a very, shall we say, interesting choice of recruit inquisitor. Commander Cullen had a great deal to say on the matter. Still, we've had an interest from scholars and mages beside themselves as a chance to speak with a stable abomination.
Now that's going to be in my head all day.
Inquisitor?
You. Okay. Anyway, time to find this next shot.
Unfriendly places. I'll be stationed here.
Let's see if we can find this shot. And another Australian anti-shot. Oof, this looks like a difficult one. Restart. That was a tricky one. Fulmenos, commonly known as the Thunderbolt. The constellation Fulmenos depicts a bolt of lightning thrown by a wrathful god. Which god has always been a matter of dispute. Each of the old gods of the winter has been credited as the thrower, with the target being anything from the lost city of Barundur to a jester who made a particularly heinous pun. Careful, Teats, you're no longer safe from the gods. Oh. That's it. You're no longer safe from the gods. Because apparently one of the constellations is a wrathful god throwing a thunderbolt. But there has been much dispute which god. And they say that it ranges from... I am safe from gravity, I'm still alive. But as I was saying, they say that the reason the thunderbolt was thrown ranges from the throwing it at the lost city of Barundur to a jester that made a particularly heinous pun. So you're no longer safe from gods. But was I ever safe to begin with? Found it. Still got a couple of things to do, but first... Well, not really, he's just using that to his advantage. This looks like a bundle of notes used by Inquisition soldiers to leave messages for each other. The most recent entries date from a few days before the Inquisition arrived in the valley. Is the lead scout back? I wanted her thoughts on which pass we should use to send for supplies. Quartermaster Pendleton. You'll have to wait. We're sending for some scholar from Orlais. Harding is leading his party here so they can get settled and working before the Inquisitor arrives. Any word yet? She's in the main camp. Scout Harding's watching over her new charge, Professor Kenrick. Talky, but he seems a nice sort. Apparently had an adventure getting to the basin, though. Don't tease, Jarvis. What happened? Apparently Harding had to save the professor and his assistants from a small spot of trouble with some bandits, and from being chased down by a hungry wyvern, and from falling off a ledge while reading a book. You made that last one up. Spoke with Harding. I take it back. Arboreal Fort. A report from Agent Charter received by the Inquisition's advisors and carrying their notes to each other on the matter. Sheer cliffs and steep drops present obstacles to speedy travel within the basin. As a temporary measure, rope ladders are being constructed and placed at strategic points chosen by Scout Harding. Continued presence in the area will require a permanent solution. Please advise. A series of comments below. Flatten the area? Colin? Of course, the commander suggests hitting the hills until they forget their hills. Liliana? We could look into getting the soldiers to cut steps into the cliffs or construct structures with some form of vertical scaffolding, perhaps. Josephine? I was joking. Meanwhile, have you threatened to cut out at anyone's tongues today, Colin? Thinking about it right now, Liliana. The roofer, Barinold, was talking to the foreman about drawing up plans for additions to Skyhold. Covered platforms connected with spiral staircases and suspended catwalks. We could apply this idea to the frostback basin, Josephine. I was there. Wasn't Barinold drunk? He didn't draw up the plans while drunk, I'm sure. We could have an engineer or Dagmar look them over to see if they're structurally sound, Josephine. An engineer? Yes. Dagmar? No. We don't need our outpost to be half in, half out of the fade, or be able to sing the chant of light, or whatever it is she's working on right now. Okay, that was funny. Hey, Pete. Oh, Pete. Oh, Petey-o. Well, I assume you're probably in a battle. Wouldn't be too surprised. Oh. Well, anyway. Shortcut. The resolve. Get back here, you coward. Stop running.
Bending the rules further than what's already allowed. Not to sound unkind, but we don't want to upset the hold.
You passed Hakon's trials. If you hunt as well as you fight, you'll fit in well.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Inquisitor.
Here, an offering for your father. From you.
Inquisitor, I can't.
Consider my gift to the Hold a gift to you. Though perhaps don't spread that around.
But the Huntmaster
said he'd accept an offering from the hand that gave it.
I don't know what to say.
Just take care of yourself.
Thank you.
I'll let you rest.
Lady keep you.
I mean, if there's one thing I'm good at, it's bending the rules. And well, that is something, I guess.
I'm told our Huntmaster prepares an offering from Finn Coldenson. Nothing more's been said. I will only thank you for paying hospitality to an invalid. I must complete the preparations. A strange turn of events may not make Colden's journey any easier. The gods measure both outcome and the actions, or deceptions, behind it.
Goodbye.
I should be off.
Lady keep you.
Appears Josephine is already back with a report. Anyway. Let me go here. Let me take the shortcut down again. Let me clear those camps first, so that the Inquisition soldiers stop dying. Okay. Count the bastards I need to deal with. Oh.
Determined. I'll give them that.
Even in the middle of nowhere, we find fanatics. Lucky us.
I think I'm gonna clear out those camps, receive the mission reward from Josephine, and then I'm probably gonna call it up for here. What is that? Oh. Just somebody who was here, I guess. Not sure why I got Deep Stalker hide, but... Excuse me? Come on, bull. Get up. Maybe grab some healing? Where are you going? Really? Because of the faster? That other camp was already dealt with. And now there's one more camp. And there it is.
Hackernite assholes around here now.
Let me go turn that in.
Think I know what your problem is, Dorian.
I have only the one?
You see a man who's burned out, who left his people and entire life behind. And for what?
You're not suggesting we're similar.
How's that mirror treating you? Pretty picture, isn't it?
I may vomit.
Wait. I'll flex a little for you. Make it easier.
Inquisitor.
The river's secure.
The Hackonites were pushed back from the river.
That will put minds at ease, sir. I'll arrange patrols for the area. It's no Imperial highway, but we'll see people along as safely as we can.
That will be all, Lieutenant.
Making some really good progress. Anyway, back to Skyhold to receive the mission rewards. And I think that's a good point to call it up. I could push a little more, but I'm aiming to start Trespasser on Sunday, not on Wednesday. So taking it a little slower.
Worship.
Dear Lady Montpellier, Sigrid Godsdotten was a delight. Such a fresh perspective. True, the evening threatened to go poorly when the Avar Mage and Magister Varixes bickered over the proper use of spirit bindings, but she brought down the house during a practical demonstration of spheric energy projections, both figuratively and very nearly literally. Quite invigorating. I cannot tell you how gratifying it was to see all the old goats from the Ferelden circles outdone by an Avar. We must have her back. Also, I believe Varixes invited her to his summer villa. All the best, Count Flesh. And yes, Morgan seems to have left. Save. And exit. So let's look who we're going to raid today. Also, let's see if there's any additional content. Everything is quite slow because I think the game is still winding down. Hush. Oh, no clips. So, let's see if there's anyone available for raiding. Let's see if we have anyone that's actually playing Dragon Age. Yep, there seems someone good enough. Okay. So, let's see if we can rate that person. Yep, here we go. And with that, I wish you all a pleasant evening. Stay safe out there, Wastelanders. It's a dangerous world out there.